Om Namo Narayana, and welcome back to our third video in the Tehu Bindu Upanishad. Today we're starting, and actually we're going to do all of section 3. The Kumara addressed his father again and said, "Please explain to me the realization of Atman." To which the great Shiva said, "I am of the nature of Para Brahman. I am the supreme bliss. I am solely of the nature of divine wisdom. I am the soul supreme, the soul quiescence, the soul Chinmaya, the soul unconditioned, the soul permanent, and the soul sattva. I am the I that has given up I. I am one that is without anything. I am full of Kshidakasha. I am the sole fourth one. I am the sole one above the fourth in the state of Turiya. I am of the nature of pure consciousness. I am ever of the nature of the bliss consciousness. I am of the nature of the non-dual. I am ever of a pure nature, solely of the nature of divine wisdom, of the nature of happiness without fancies, desires, or diseases, of the nature of bliss without changes or differentiations, and of the nature of the eternal one, essence, and Shinmatra. My real nature is indescribable, of endless bliss, the bliss above Satin Chit, and the interior of the interior. I am beyond the reach of Manas and speech. I am of the nature of Atmic bliss, true bliss, and one who plays with my Atman. I am Atman and Sadashiva. My nature is Atmic spiritual effulgence. I am the essence of the Yotis of Atman. I am without beginning, middle, or end. I am like the sky. I am solely Sat, Ananda, and Chit, which is unconditioned and pure. I am the Chitananda that is eternal, enlightened, and pure. I am ever of the nature of the eternal Sesha. I am ever beyond all. My nature is beyond form. My form is supreme Akasha. My nature is of the bliss of earth. I am ever without speech. My nature is the all-seat, the foundation of all. I am ever replete with consciousness, without the attachment of body, without thought, without the modifications of chitta, the sole essence of Chidatma, beyond the visibility of all, and of the form of vision. My nature is ever full. I am ever fully contented, the all, and Brahman, and the very consciousness. I am I. My nature is of the earth. I am the great Atman, and the supreme of the supreme. I appear sometimes as different from myself, sometimes as possessing a body, sometimes as a pupil, and sometimes as the basis of the worlds. I am beyond the 3 periods of time, am worshipped by the Vedas, and determined by the sciences, and am fixed in the Chitta. There is nothing left out by me, neither the earth nor any other objects here. Know that there is nothing which is out of myself. I am Brahma, Asiddha, the eternally pure, non-dual one. Brahman, without old age or death. I shine by myself. I am my own Atman, my own goal. Enjoy myself, play in myself, have my own spiritual effulgence, am my own greatness, and am used to play in my own Atman. Look on my Atman, and in myself happily seated. I have my own Atman as the residue. Stay in my own consciousness, and play happily in the kingdom of my own Atman. Sitting on the real throne of my own Atman, I think of nothing else but my own Atman. I am Chidrupa alone, Brahman, Sakshatananda, the secondless, the one replete with bliss, and the sole Brahman, and ever without anything. Have the bliss of my own Atman, the unconditional bliss, and am always Atma Akasha. I alone am in the heart, like Chid Aditya. I am content with my own Atman, have no form or no decay, am without, the number one, have the nature of an unconditioned and emancipated one, and I am subtler than Akasha. I am without the existence of beginning or end, of the nature of all illuminating, the bliss greater than the great, of the soul nature of Sat, of the nature of pure moksha, of the nature of truth and bliss, full of spiritual wisdom and bliss, of the nature of wisdom alone, and of the nature of Sakshananda. And this is Brahman alone. There is none other than Brahman, and that is I. I am Brahman, that is Sat and bliss and the ancient. The word thou and the word that are not different from me. I am of the nature of consciousness. I alone am the great Shiva. I am beyond the nature of existence. I am the nature of happiness. As there is nothing that can witness me, I am without the state of witness. Being purely of the nature of Brahman, I am the eternal Atman. I alone am the primeval Sesha. I alone am the Sesha. I am without name and form, of the nature of bliss, of the nature of being, unperceivable by the senses, of the nature of all beings. I have neither bondage nor salvation. I am of the form of eternal bliss. I am the primeval consciousness alone, the partless and the non-dual essence beyond reach of speech and mind. Of the nature of bliss everywhere, of the nature of fullness everywhere, of the nature of earthly bliss, of the nature of contentment everywhere, the supreme, nectary essence, and the one and secondless Sat, Brahman. There is no doubt about it. I am of the nature of all void. I am the one that is given out by the Vedas. I am the nature of the emancipated and the emancipation, of nirvanic bliss, of truth and wisdom, of Sat alone and bliss, of the one beyond the fourth, of one without fancy and ever, of the nature of the unborn. I am without passion or faults. I am pure, the enlightened, the eternal, the all-pervading, and of the nature of the significance of Om, the spotless and Kshit. I am neither existing nor non-existing. I am not of the nature of anything. I am of the nature of the actionless. I am without parts. I have no semblance, no manas, no sense, no buddhi, no change, none of the three bodies, neither the waking dreaming nor the dreaming sleepless states. I am neither of the nature of the three pains nor of the three desires. I have neither sarvana nor manana in Chidatma in order to attain salvation. There is nothing like me nor unlike me. There is nothing within me. I have none of the three bodies. The nature of manas is unreal. The nature of buddhi is unreal. The nature of the I is unreal. But I am the unconditioned, the permanent, and the unborn. The three bodies are unreal. The three periods of time are unreal. The three gunas are unreal. But I am of the nature of the real and the pure. That which is heard is unreal, while the Vedas are unreal, the Shastras are unreal, but I am the real, and of the nature of Kshit. The Murtis, Brahma, Vishnu, and Rudra, who have limitations, are unreal. All the creation is unreal, all the tattvas are unreal, but know that I am the great Sadashiva. The master and the disciples are unreal, the mantra of the guru is unreal, that which is seen is unreal, but I know me to be real. Whatever is thought of is unreal, whatever is lawful is unreal, whatever is beneficial is unreal, but know me to be the real. Know the ego to be unreal, know the enjoyments to be unreal, know things seen and heard are unreal, as also the one woven warp-wise and woof-wise this universe. Cause and non-cause are unreal. Things lost or obtained are unreal. Pains and happiness are unreal. All and non-all are unreal. Gain and loss are unreal. Victory and defeat are unreal. All the sound, all the touch, all the forms, all the taste, all the smell, and all the ajna are unreal. Everything is always unreal. The mundane existence is unreal. All the gunas are unreal. I am the nature of Sat. One could cognize his own Atman alone. One should always practice the mantra of his Atman. The mantra Aham Brahmashmi, I am Brahman, removes all the sins of sight, destroys all the other mantras, destroys all the sins of the body and birth, the noose of yama, the pains of duality, the thought of difference, the pains of thought, the disease of buddhi, the bondage of Kshit, all the diseases, all grievances and passions instantaneously, the power of anger, the modifications of Kshita, Sankalpa, crores of saints, all actions, and the ajna of Atman. The mantra I am Brahman gives indestructible bliss, gives the state of the non-inertness, or the undecaying, and kills the demon of non-Atman. The thunderbolt I am Brahman clears all the hail of non-Atman. The wheel I am Brahman destroys the asuras of not Atman. The mantra I am Brahman will relieve all persons. The mantra I am Brahman gives spiritual wisdom and bliss. There are 7 crores of great mantras, and there are vows of 100 crores of births. Having given up all the other mantras, one should ever practice this mantra. He obtains at once salvation, and there is not even a particle of doubt about it. And thus ends this self-praise, or whatever, Upanishad of the Lord Shiva speaking to us. And I hope you're enjoying this. Thank you so much for joining me on this exciting new Upanishad. Slightly different from the others and very enjoyable. Jai Shri Krishna.